3, 2, 1. Yo, what up? Alright, so a lot of people want to farm low tier maps this league. It is the league to do so, especially Magic Finding. I just released a guide the other day about it. And so here is the mapping strat attached to it. So I'm going to explain what I do and what you can do if you want to farm other maps, not just towers. This applies to any region. So it's actually pretty easy to sustain your own low tier maps, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it and how you can do it too. So you never have to be dependent on trade and also like buying those very expensive maps. So first you need two things on your Atlas. You need Atlas completion, so you have at least two favorite slots. This can be a bit annoying, especially if you don't start your league with a boss killer, but I'm pretty sure if you're doing this strat right now, you've got this already. Second, you're gonna need a few maps of the right tier to kickstart your mapping pool, but this is no big deal. I'm going to tell you exactly how I run my towers and over sustain, but this applies to any map or any region of your choosing. Again, I chisel and alk scour all my maps until I have at least 25% pack size. Once this is done, then I vol my maps for a higher average quantity and pack size on my maps. It's very common to have some 130 quant, 40% pack size maps. You also get unidentified maps, which is amazing because there is an unidentified sextant and you get some benefits from running this sextant with unidentified maps, so that's perfect. And then this is where we add the juice. Once the maps are crafted and voled, we add the juice. So here I'm going for a low-ish cost when it comes to juicing, with just sextants, Zana Beyond, and then scarabs. I'm not using dead orbs, I'm not using other things that people use to juice, but it's just perfectly smooth like this. I'm getting a lot of nurses, a lot of cards, a lot of exalts, and it's honestly a pretty chill setup. If you don't want to run scarabs, it's fine. I understand it's annoying to buy, and you can just run a more alk and go, like more laid back style, and you should still be sustaining your maps. You just won't get as much loot overall. But if you decide to go with scarabs, here is the 3 core scarabs that I really recommend. It is Divination. If you run any map with good div card, you know this is the real deal. So Divination, Elder, and Breach. So those are the 3 mandatory, I would say, scarabs if you really want to blast, if you really want to get some good drops. And then the force is kind of like dependent on your region. For example, if you run in Glenark, you can use Legion Scarab, and with the Legion passives, you get some really good synergy if you add some emblematic stones. I'm running in Valdo's Rest, so in Valdo's Rest here I use Ambush, so I have more strong boxes, give me a bunch of Divine Orbs every map, and I really love this. So you have to be flexible here for your force scarab if you really want this. Now the sextants. The sextants that I'm looking for, it's mostly just extra packs, unique monsters drop corrupted item. This is where you're gonna run your Beyond maps, and unidentified. I also keep the unidentified so I can run all my unID'd maps. The way you sustain is basically by opening your maps in the map device with the sextants on, and once the map is open, you have the 6 portals, you just open your Atlas and remove all the 4 watchstones. Once this is done, the only map that will be able to drop here of the right tier will be the one that you favorited. You're gonna get other tier 3s, other tier 4s if you do this, but for the most part, the one that you want will be the one that you get. So this is the most crucial step. You cannot not do this. I'm sorry if this is tedious, this is the way, but I'd rather do this than trade. To add more detail to this, I don't know if you need this, if you need to hear this, but here is my recommended Atlas passives for each region. I'm not saying those are the best, but those are the ones that I like, and I've had pretty good results with this. So first, in Lara Artane, I like getting all the expedition nodes and exotic goods. I really like this because it gives you a baseline, especially exotic goods is one of my favorite nodes in the tree. It gives you a baseline of currency that you can get each map because of all those invasion monsters, and I really, really love this. In Valdo's Rest, here, no problem, you go Harbingers, strong boxes, and the last 2 points in Delirium. Harbingers, you can use some crafted watchstones with this, with Auspicious, Laden. I went with extra quant, so I have wide quant of surplus on all my stones, up to 20%. You can go up to 24, but it's very expensive. Finally, in Hayward Hamlet, we have Essences, Seance, and Ritual. Essences, same again, it's not a big deal, but it's going to give you a slow, steady supply of currency, of things to sell, or some crafting materials. Seance gives you more, more monster, more quant, because Monsters that are touched by ghosts have more built-in quantity and rarity, so that's great. And then ritual, if you don't mind farming ritual, you always can find some good stuff like exalted orbs, maybe some synthesized items in the ritual altar. And yeah, finally, Glenak cairns here, beyond nodes, no problem. You want to get those beyond nodes, it is absolutely amazing. Lots of currencies, lots of exalts, lots of divines, lots of the good stuff. And finally, Legion, and it goes really well with the Legion scarab, like I said. This is it for today. This video is pretty short, but this is just a mapping strat, so there's nothing to add. So it feels really good to be back on YouTube and to be back on Twitch. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you really like this content, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and it helps me out a lot. Thank you so much. Have the best day. Bye.